All right, fam, we've got Em and Shannon here, who are two of the OG Three Kings clients. We've had them on for a while now, and they're doing really well. Guys, how are you?
Good. Really good. Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks for taking time to do this testimonial. I do appreciate it. I need all the help I can get these days.
I didn't feel bad for you.
All right, so we'll get started. So the first question I got for you is, when and how did you first discover Three Kings and myself?
It was through myself. So I knew Ryan through the army and sort of seen him progress through his career outside of the army. And once I sort of found my way, successful, I thought I'd reach out and sort of let him help us get further ahead. But we hummed and hawed over about it for ages. Yep. And Shannon kept telling me about this, Ryan guy. And I was like, oh, sounds good. And then one day we kind of just sort of flicked a switch and realized if we don't do this now, we'll sort of, get it behind. So yeah, right place, right time. Yeah.
So tell me, what were the problems you were having that made you what made you come and see us? What were the problems that really had you trigger that and made you pull the trigger on?
Well, I would say we had three major things we were sort of working towards. We had just bought a new car. We wanted to save to buy a house, and Shannon had just proposed. So we had three major things all happening at the same time, and we thought we kind of need help, I think, to do this as best we possibly can. So
you just drop all the big bombs on me.
Yep. Deal with this.
And how did you feel like those problems were impacting your life at the time?
I think we both sort of knew here in Sydney that we had, we were both on pretty good salaries. We kind of had money coming in, but didn't really know what to do with it. So I think when we approached you, you sort of helped us make a clear path. And I think that's really helped, us actually be able to do all three of those things that we've wanted.
Yeah, beautiful. And what drew you to us over, obviously, probably now the financial planner, but what actually, because you could always, you could always Google and go elsewhere as well. What drew you to Three Kings as the brand and myself, apart from just being friends?
I mean, in reality, it was just that sort of trust. Like, when it comes to finance, like it's common to be like, not. I don't know a thing about it. Like it's literally in one ear out the other to me. So to be able to have like more of a personal connection to understand it in a way that I wouldn't say makes it fun because it's not fun, but like
it is fun. What do you mean?
Like it makes it more real. Like that, the things you said to us actually are achievable. So. Yeah.
And what do you feel like the perception of us? So. I'm wearing Dragon Ball Z and I don't wear a suit and stuff like that versus the experience. How do you feel about that?
I mean, approachability is the biggest part of it. Like, I mean, you say you are always sort of available as well, and just this approachability that we don't have to suit up as well to have this conversation, which is the great part of it. But we know that the quality of service is.
Just to let you know, I am wearing pants today.
We're going to put a good top half on just in case we needed to be more prepared.
I'm thinking about just getting one of those tuxedo shirts for future meetings.
Also, I think though as well, like because we're so new into this kind of, adventure, like I also think once we get more understanding, especially Shannon, more interest and stuff, there's actually so much more we can probably do with you guys as well. Like where I feel like we're only just skimming the surface. So that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, beautiful. And how's your experience been so far?
Sometimes every month we're kind of like, damn it, we got no money, this sucks. And then we look in all our other accounts and realize, holy shit, we actually are doing all the things we wanted to do. Yeah. And it's like I always say, I can't physically see it. Like, I don't know, it seems silly. We're not getting anywhere. But, we've paid off our car. We have all this extra money going towards a house whilst paying things off for a wedding. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's all right. Not too bad. Doesn't suck.
Good. Yeah, great. Okay.
Sounds like you need to get them a bigger luxury budget. And how do you feel your situation has improved so far?
Hard to explain, but like really it's just going from where we were, like not really moving forward. We just sort of were treading water. We definitely would have done everything we wanted to do a lot slower. Yeah.
But also, like, there's so many things you've done, I guess, for us in the background that I still don't know about. Some like the life insurance thing will pop up and I'll be like, "What's that? I don't even know what that is." So, yeah, there's
Just
a
to
lot of
preface, anyone watching this, Em did get explained about it. She just doesn't give a shit.
yeah, that's all the documents I could read up on for sure. But I don't know. It's made it easy. Like,
Yeah.
and if we do have questions, like if I had more interest, I would definitely go to you and be like, "Oh, hey, I actually don't understand this. Can you explain it?" So.
What about from a mental perspective? How do you think you've improved around your thoughts around money and your situation and stuff like that?
I think I don't
know, a lot more positive. Like, never really felt like dragged down by it, but just knowing that we're moving so much further ahead and like our future actually has like all our plans are almost financed nearly, and we've got the plan to get there and things like that. As opposed to before, it was like, yeah, we want it, but we don't know how to do it, and we're not doing anything to get it.
And also looking at, I mean, like when I started with Kingy, I've had 2 pay rises since then. So it's also sort of learning about how to look at your salary in a different way. Like I was earning less, but we were still able to, divide up our salary each month to make it work for us. And like before we had joint accounts, but we would always have to make sure like we would transfer over money for groceries, but now like we don't ever think about money for groceries because it's always there. So it's just really divided out the areas of our life.
Simplified it.
Yeah, I think I couldn't imagine doing it any other way now.
Oh, I like that. It's nice. That's gonna be the title of the video. All right, so just to give everyone who's watching a bit of thing, so these guys were good when they came here. You guys were good. You weren't by far. You weren't the worst that I've seen. You're actually probably up in the better echelon. And I think the hard part was definitely, if we go back and look at the first document versus the review document we just did, financially speaking, there's a significant growth there in the 12 months that we didn't realize we had. Well, you guys didn't. And then secondarily to that, the other cool part was the mindset stuff, right? So we actually, anyone watching this, we quiz the guys on when they come on board, where do you think your mindset is around managing money, making money, peace of mind, all that stuff. And I think for you guys, like we went from lows under 5s up to almost 10s on everything, which I think was pretty interesting. That's probably one of the biggest stuff. And I said to you guys when you come on board, the 3 things that we only want to focus on is how much you need to earn, how much you're allowed to spend, and how much we need you to put aside for your future. And I did say as well that I want you to feel like you're not doing anything. And that's literally what has exactly happened to the point. But then when you quiz it and you look at it, you go, holy shit, it's so easy that it's become so easy that you feel like you're not doing anything. And you're 100% right that then what that shows is we're ready for the next stages, right? Like we've only just skimmed the surface on some stuff and now we're ready to go from there. But you guys are a testament to people think budgets and cash flows and stuff are so boring. Like these guys haven't even started investing yet and they're growing dramatically,
Yeah. And also we know our living situation isn't forever and things for us are about to change. And that means, our financial situation will probably change. So I think having you on board has kind of reassured us that, when we take the next step, you'll kind of be there with us.
Yeah, for sure. Transitions are easy, right? All right. So what have you enjoyed the most so far?
I mean, our catch-ups take longer than normal probably because we're always talking smack. So I don't know. It's made the process so much, like it's so informal without being a bad thing. Like it's just made it more enjoyable and like not having to go into somebody's office and sign here, do that.
Yeah.
We do have an office if anyone likes the office stuff, but this is I prefer the setting. So you just like probably the way how simple it's been?
Yeah, and also the understanding given as well. Like it's not like it's so simple that we don't even know what's happening and you're just doing everything in the background. Like you actually explain what's happening and things like that, and we're comfortable with it. Definitely comfortable with that.
Beautiful. What would you guys say to anyone thinking about this or sitting on the fence like you guys were, right? In the period where you were sitting on the fence, what would you wish somebody like you would gone back and said to yourself? What would you say?
Like we definitely do that with a lot of aspects of our life. We'll sit on it for a while and realize, oh, it actually wasn't that hard. Like we could have done that ages ago. and that, you know, I guess with many things, if you put the work into it, you will start to see results slowly, and you know, it is achievable, and money isn't that hard, especially if you've got somebody to explain it to you, or, you know, to help you with it.
What would you say, Soxy? What would you say to someone that was sitting on the fence or thinking about doing this?
I mean, it's just like comes down to, you just need to act. Like, if you want to get ahead, it's no different to exercise. You just need to go out and do it, really, and that's how you sort of start to make that progress, as Emily already said. Like, if you
don't pick up exercise in this, all right? All right, I haven't left the couch.
Finances, yeah, but you just need to sort of actually get out there and do it, and coming to see yourself is definitely a good way to do it, because we don't know what we're doing with it. Like, we can read a book, but we don't know how to apply any of those things in reality.
And no one ever finishes the book anyway.
Yeah, and most of my target audience can't read anyway, so it's all right. I'm just kidding. If you're watching this, I'm just joking. I'm sure you can read.
Maybe they're deaf too.
All right. So last one, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely would you be to send people our way? You guys already have, so we know the answer, but give it to the people anyway.
I'd say 10 out of 10.
I'd go 10 out of 10 too.
Can you stop hesitating, man? You give me anxiety. I don't know if you're gonna.
I was gonna say 9, because we've tried to recommend Shannon's brothers to you, and neither of them have done it. So
they're just lazy.
Maybe they'll watch this.
Yeah.
I'll send it to them.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. Was there anything else you want to add?
No.
All right. Thank you so much for the testimonial. We'll catch up soon. I'll speak to you then, right?
Thank you.
Thank you.